Hi and welcome to the Naval Group site of Saint-Tropez, where the French company has been designing and producing underwater weapon systems for over 100 years. Today, Naval Group opens its door for Navy recognition, so we may bring an exclusive overview of their latest innovations in terms of torpedoes, unmanned systems, and countermeasures.
Here is a new F21, the last generation of heavyweight torpedo produced and developed by Naval Group. This torpedo is dedicated for submarine and also for surface ship to anti-submarine and anti-surface warfare. This is a heavyweight torpedo of more than 6 meters long, more than 1 ton. This torpedo is able to run at more than 50 knots. This is dedicated first for the Barracuda class, but also to equip the other French Navy submarine class. This is a total change of performance between the previous generation that was for Naval Group the Foxtrot 17 Mod 2 torpedo and this Foxtrot 21 heavyweight torpedo. The autonomy and the range is more than 3 times the previous generation. This torpedo is totally and fully digital and has a lot of anti-countermeasure capabilities.
Olivier, what are the main elements of the F21 heavyweight torpedo?
F21 is mainly composed of 5 great sections. From the rear section with the motor and the shafts and the rudders. Then the control and guidance section with the fiber optic wire inside, more than 50 kilometers of fiber optic inside. On the middle part you have the energy section, which can be for a combat version a primary battery. That is a non-rechargeable section with aluminum silver oxide technology inside. Or you can have for a training version the secondary battery, that is a rechargeable lithium-ion battery. Then you have the charge, the explosives. The explosive is not inside this version of the F21, which is dedicated to development and qualification at sea. And you have an exercise section that record data and that allow us to recover the torpedo at surface after the trial with a flashing light, for example, to recover it at the surface. Then the forepart is composed of what we call the sonar suite. So a sonar that is used in passive, active or complex modes. And the different other sonars dedicated to classification and attack modes and also to follow the wake of a surface ship. Mass production of F21 has already started. We'll deliver the torpedo at the beginning of 2019 for the French Navy and then to the Brazilian Navy. And we expect to have a lot of other prospects at the export in the future.
MU90 is now the reference in lightweight torpedo with more than 1,000 rounds produced for 9 navies. We equip now more than 150 platforms worldwide, surface ship, helicopter, maritime patrol aircraft. We are at about 300 sea trials, also worldwide in all seas and ocean, including 2 live firings carried out by the navies alone without our support. One by the Australian Navy in 2013 and the other one by the French Navy in 2015. One of the major interest of the MU90 is the unmatched performances. So I can underline 2 of them. The first one is engagement distance. That is not said by Naval Group, that is said by our customer. Australian Navy has claimed that they have, with the MU90, they have a torpedo with an unmatched engagement distance. Why? It is thanks to a special battery, electric propulsion, made of silver oxide aluminium. And the chemistry used in a silver oxide aluminium battery delivers an energy density that is double of the competition, of all the other energy sources used in lightweight torpedo. So this is why we have an engagement distance that is double of all the other torpedoes. So it is a major advantage. And another one that can be also underlined is a very shallow water capability. The MU90 can be launched in only 25 meters of water depth. And once the pull-out is achieved, the mission can be carried out in only 15 meters of water depth. So we cover the full space where a submarine can hide. This workshop is our new MU90 workshop, where we carry out the MU90 assembly for all the customers. We carry out also the major part of the maintenance that consists in the main battery maintenance. So here we receive the different parts of the MU90, the sonar, the energy section, the propulsion section, the pump jet, and we assemble all these elements there. And after that, there is a special checking with a special test bench to verify that everything is okay prior to send the torpedo in a transport version to a pyrotechnic area that is situated for France in Brest. In addition of the MU90 assembly line that is in this workshop, we have also the maintenance facility, mainly dedicated to the primary battery. And that's for me the opportunity to stress the very easy and light maintenance policy of the MU90, since the first major maintenance with torpedo disassembly is only after 10 years and a half. So when you arrive at 10 years and a half, at that time you have to send back the battery to Naval Group, and we perform the maintenance of the battery there. That is given back to the end user, totally new after the major refit.
So my name is Guy Lanchou. I am in charge of the direction for development of the business unit underwater weapons here in Saint-Tropez. We are standing here in the area for trials and also for the research and development. We are conducting many activities for the development of our business unit. And notably here we are developing a new generation of autonomous underwater vehicle, the D19T notably, that is in order to simulate for trials, for training for the Navy or for qualification of our products. The D19 will be used to simulate a submarine in operation. our philosophy for the development of our products is that we use some technological bricks that we manage very well here in Naval Group Saint-Tropez. So, for instance, the energy, we are specialists for that energy, artificial intelligence, and acoustic, submarine acoustic. All these matters are well managed here in Saint-Tropez. And based on our skillness on the architecture of the underwater weapons, we integrate some of these bricks in order to create some new products, some new systems. We started working on the D19 2 years ago, but we had experienced some other development as well on some other vehicles. But the D19 has been started 2 years ago. The version that you can see here is the version as a target, as I explained just before. But it is this kind of products is modulable, so we can change, we can adapt the different section of this vehicle to answer to the different application. So, for instance, we can also, and we are starting to develop another kind of product regarding the capacity of a naval ban. That is to say that we should develop a new system, and with putting an explosive charge here on this vehicle, could be deployed in order to protect some areas, the naval forces and so on. So that is one example. Target is another one. We can also use this kind of vehicle for recognition and for jamming and many other applications. The plan is to complete the development of the D19 into 1 or 2 additional years. And after that, to propose this kind of product to the French Navy and other customers as well. The autonomy of the D19 is almost 10 hours, but depending on the speed, but 10 hours at a speed of 5 knots. And regarding the speed, it can navigate between 3 to 20 knots.
Canto is a new soft kill anti-torpedo countermeasure. It is a system that is totally new. It's a breakthrough in the underwater field, because for the first time you have an anti-torpedo countermeasure that is totally independent of the torpedo threat. Okay? As soon as you launch Canto into the sea, it enters the sea, it starts an active emitting process. And with what we call multi-effect, you have the dilution effect, that is a jammer effect to hide the ship or the submarine position. And in addition of that, we create hundreds and hundreds of false acoustic targets permanently and randomly renewed in order to create a very complex false tactical picture that the torpedo is obliged to follow. Okay? And we use this complex confusion system to exhaust the energy that is embedded into the torpedo, and during this time the ship or the submarine can evade. The acoustic effect is the same for the Canto for submarine and Canto for surface. Only the shape is different. For the submarine you have a special shape with what we call the wing that are fold when inside the tube into the submarine, and the wing unfold when the torpedo is ejected from the submarine. It is used to slow down the moving toward the bottom of the countermeasure. While for the Canto for surface ship, we have you cannot see on the mock-up, but you have a balloon that inflates during the air phase, and that will maintain the Canto some meter below the surface during the Canto mission. Canto has entered into service in 2016 and is already in service in 4 navies worldwide. We are just side Canto anti-torpedo countermeasure launching tube. This is a 3-tube, but we also deliver mono or B-tube depending on the customer request. The Canto is located inside the tube, and just behind Canto, also into the tube, you have an air pressure bottle that will expulse the Canto from the tube as soon as the operator pushes the button. Okay? And as soon as the Canto is ejected, it starts the active transmission process to create the dilution confusion effect that is specific of Canto.